YouTube? Reddit Math here, and welcome back to some more Dungeons of Dredmor. We going rogue with no time to grind. And I've been thinking about what skills we were going to choose for this run. I think to kind of spice things up and keep it a little bit random. I don't want to actually random. I think to just try to experience everything, we're going to go down the list from top to bottom. Mainly because if we go actually left to right, we'll end up choosing a lot of the same skills over and over again. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab swords, and then we're going to make that kind of our primary skill, and we're going to try to make a build around swords. We've sort of done this before, although honestly it did not go very well. Hopefully we've learned a little bit since then, and this ends up being a little bit better. We're going to try sort of a swashbuckly type thing. We'll grab dual wielding with our swords, and then I'm thinking Artful Dodger, Berserker Rage, and Assassinations, Archaeology. What would be a good final sort of swashbuckly skill? We could do thrown weapons. Like that might be something we haven't done before. Perception. Why not perception? It's going to give us a better chance to hit. I feel like that's probably going to be pretty important if we're going for like a high dex kind of build. We'll give this a try this time. And we've got our dashing eyebrowed friend. And we'll pop on in back to the Dungeons of Dredmor. Alright, so we have no active skills to quote-unquote worry about, I guess. We've got one sword, a little bit of armor already. I think the most trying test is going to be just the very first enemy we encounter. We're going to figure out real quick whether or not he consistently hits us or if he's going to miss all the time. I do like that we've already picked up another wooden sword. That's going to give us 2 more damage output. And we did get dual wielding, so hey, why not? And we've also got enough burglary and perception type skills that traps should be fairly easy for us to deal with. Also, it's a little bit nice to be back to a character build that can eat food to heal in between fights.
Critical hits.
Okay, so that didn't go too bad. We got hit one time, we dodged everything else, and we hit both times. Oh, and there's quite a few bad guys in this room. Like, the baddie went down just fine. The Diggle, on the other hand, did a number on us. Let's go ahead and, eat a steak and an apple. It's a very healthy dessert.
Critical hits.
Nice. If we can get enough skills so we can be just stacking up crit chance, that might be a way to go. Gladiator sandals, which are going to give us a little more nimbleness. Oh, we actually already have. We have flippy floppies. So flippy floppies are giving us dodge chance, but nimbleness as like a primary stat, I think that would be better, right? Like, yeah, because I think it's gonna basically also trickle down into more dodge chance, basically, but it also affects other things, so that seems good overall. Got some super gross loot fisk to gather up here. Trying to sneak up on the little baddie.
Critical hit. Critical
Nice.
hits.
And we got our first level. That went pretty well. I'm thinking offensive maneuvering for the counter chance sounds like real nice. Pretty much everything is just extremely passive with what we've got here. Yeah, except belongs in a museum. Let's go ahead and grab offensive maneuvering for a little bit of additional counter chance. this might be a little bit early to be thinking about really leveling stuff up. Let's go ahead and grab some extra stuff on the fedora. So that gives us necromantic resistance and some voltaic damage. I don't even want to think about how your hat lets you do electrical damage to things, or how it resists necromancy. Both of those are probably things better not dwelt on. You know, sure, if you'd given that to a sword, you'd be like, oh sure, I've got a lightning sword. But I've got a lightning fedora? Alright, we need to reclaim a lost magical artifact. We haven't seen much of the map yet, so we don't quite know where it is at the moment. We'll probably just run across it. Oh man, we got another one of these right off the bat. I guess we'll make our upright armadillo even better. Ooh. Woe unto you, for Krong has encrusted your artifact with potent runes of cursing. Oh man. So that lowers my stubbornness, which reduces block chance, and it lowered my armor absorption, which I didn't have any armor absorption. It's lowering like magic resist. It's lowering block chance. Oh, well that sucks. It sort of negated the bonuses that we got from the earlier buff. Maybe we shouldn't do the same item over and over again in the future. I don't actually know if there's like a penalty to doing the same item over and over again, but it just seems to make sense. In case your item gets cursed, you can just be like, oh well, I just won't use that hat anymore, instead of it being something you've already invested in. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Not really what we're going for, but that's like a real nice steel cuirass. And dead end this way, so we're going to pop back up. An early shop, I think, would be real swell. We're looking to get like a weapons upgrade really early on. I think would be huge. You know, and generally there are some pretty decent swords to be grabbed for like 1100 Zorkmids. We could probably do that pretty early on. Oh, and another dead end. Well, it's good that we're finding the wrong ways to go right off the bat, as that only leads the right way.
Critical
nice.
hit.
Offensive maneuvering. So whenever offensive maneuvering procs, we get these bonuses until we get hit twice. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and a gold ring. Gives us 5 more to our max HP. And it is an elegantly crafted gold ring. Blingity bling. Alright. I can deal with that. Uh-oh. Oh, of course, then we got an easy target curse, so we're probably going to get hit the next time something tries to swing at us. Yeah, and that took our offensive maneuvering down to 1. So the next time we get hit, it will be gone. Oh, and we got a Lutefisk Shrine. Got a little bit of Lutefisk. Probably not enough
Critical
to
hit.
really make donating worthwhile. Grab a little bit of cheese. Should be enough HP to probably... Oh, hey, a shot. Enough HP to probably last us until we get an opportunity to level up and like auto heal. So a foppish tunic is like a little bit better than what we've got. A swashbuckling belt, that would be real nice, and we could afford it. Wow. It's interesting that it's like less than the tunic, but I would argue that it's better. It's giving us 1 counter chance and 2 dodge chance. This is giving us 1 block and 4 counter. It would still be better than our current have? We have a fine linen shirt. So it would be better than the fine linen shirt. We should have enough to be able to grab that. So we'll go ahead and upgrade that as well. Sell that and get rid of those. Alright. That was a pretty decent haul for upgrades. Again, still looking for some better swords as we're dual wielding 2 wooden swords. I don't know what adventurer would think that would be a good idea to like head into a dungeon with like a wooden sword as the thing that was going to help him defeat the evil Dredmor. Like, I get that you're not going to necessarily have ancient artifacts of power and, you know, unspeakable things, but come on, man, like a wooden sword, that's the best that you could dig up before launching out on this. Nice. Alright, we get that. Ambidextrous defense. I think I like that. We're going to start building our defensive abilities more and more so that hopefully we just keep dodging. Runed iron helm. Over clockwork power limb. That's interesting. Make like the steampunk cyborg kind of build. That might be something to try later on. I imagine you would want like tinkering so that you'd be able to use those things. Nice. Like stuff like that, like the ability to just constantly proc a counter, like every time something tries to hit me. I'm A-okay with that being how we get by. The problem, of course, with those types of builds is that usually everything goes fine right up until the chance that it doesn't. Like you finally start encountering enemies that have a high enough hit chance to still connect, and then as soon as that starts happening, you're just dead immediately. You know, it only takes a couple of turns of guys finally being able to hit you, and you don't have the HP or the armor absorption to really deal with it. See, like, that Diggle managed to connect, took off 10 HP, and Diggles are not exactly known for being the toughest enemies in the dungeon. The only... Well, I mean, I guess that's one option. I was about to say, the only way I saw to go was going to be down from right here. Yep, there's a door we didn't find earlier. Cap. Come on, I know you're gonna spot me. Yeah, you can one-shot little baddies. I mean, that's not exactly anything to write home about, but it's something. Ugh, that exchange didn't go very well. Punch down some cheese. Should get us through this fight. Knife. Alright. I'm going to need a little bit more cheese. We're about halfway to the next level. So I imagine that's going to be enough HP to carry us to a level up. Assuming, of course, we don't run into like 2 consecutive rooms of taking off half of our hit points again. Oh, and we got a side quest. The magical artifact Fozy, the thoughtless gears, must be found and used on the monolith. Alright, don't see it appearing anywhere. I think that might be the symbol for the monolith. I'm not entirely sure. Traffic cone. We're already rocking an Indiana Jones fedora though, so we'll probably just stick with that. Makes a little bit more sense with our build choices. The other great thing about high counter chance is it kind of is its own form of crowd control. Even if you're surrounded, you're getting the opportunity to hit every enemy as they attack you. I don't know that I want to say I'd be comfortable just wading into a monster zoo with that, but I just noticed, so these all lit up as we walked through them. I don't know if they're like puzzle type things or like secrets to find. I've seen switches to activate that like hide walls, like walls move out of the way and they maybe hide an item. that's not exactly like dungeoneering rocket science or anything. It's just, hey, look, there's a switch.
Food to regain health.
Hey, there's a switch. Pull the switch, and you're gonna have good things happen to you. Guess we'll munch down a couple of Diggle eggs. I notice we do have a digest button. Okay, it just like automatically waits the number of turns until we're fully healed.
Eat food to regain health.
Ugh. Let's see what cheese we have to munch on. Speaking of levers, we hear the sound of machinery. Not entirely sure what that might have opened. Oh, that was real dumb. Did not mean to walk on the anti-magic square. Thankfully, magic isn't really integral to what we're doing here. And yes, I did see the Dredmor statue. We'll give it what's for in a moment. A bitter sausage roll has been lost and must be recovered. Looks like we got that side quest right there, which is the way that we're headed back. So that's kind of conveniently on the way. I think, yep. Ugh. Twerfshui, the drinker of turnips. Spellcasting cephalopods with a taste for human brains. Make calamari out of them. It's not noticed our presence. Okay, well, you shouldn't... Ow.
Eat food to regain health. Your health is critical.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Oh, man. And that one cephalopod took us down. Alright, kids, lesson learned. Don't drink turnips, okay? It'll turn you into a... whatever that thing was. Well, that run got cut short before it could even get started, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe to see more, and I will catch you guys next time.